Yeah.
Mike Owens here. Today I'm joined by Yair El Pantera Rodriguez, who returns to action UFC Mexico City, rematching Brian Ortega. Yair, great to sit down and chat. How are things for you today?
How are you, brother? I'm doing well. I'm just enjoying myself right now. We just finished up practicing, and we're ready to do these interviews. I have a couple to do, so I'm happy to be with you.
Fantastic. Me too, brother. It is your return to Mexico. You returned to Mexico City to fight for your first time since 2019. What emotions do it bring out of you in a training camp preparing to fight in your home country?
I love it. It's not the first time for me that I'm preparing myself for a moment like this. It's always beautiful because more friends and family can come to an event
Mm.
that is so important and for my life and my career. And I'm sure everybody's gonna enjoy it. Everybody's gonna love it, regardless of the results.
2019 was your last fight, as I mentioned, the Jeremy Stevens fight. That, of course, didn't end how you, Jeremy, or I suppose anybody wanted it to. When you look back on that fight, do you look at this return to Mexico City as an opportunity to maybe right that wrong, to maybe put that right, or do you not think about it in those terms?
Yeah, there is something about Mexico City. I mean, I think he didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything
Mm.
wrong. It was just a matter of a situation, and I mean, it's fighting, so shit happens like that,
Mm.
and you gotta understand that. But I'm okay. It's always nice to be here with my people, my family, and just ready to put on a great show.
We faced Brian Ortega in a rematch from a couple of years ago. Obviously, that fight again with the shoulder injury maybe didn't end how you would like. Was it important for you to get this rematch with Brian Ortega to maybe to put the rubber stamp on this fight as a whole?
Not really. I don't see why people keep on thinking like his shoulder just fell off because of no reason.
Of
You
course.
know, I, and it's okay. It's okay for me. Anybody can have a I don't know how to say. Everybody can think whatever they want. I know what happened there, and if Ryan wants to accept it or not, it's not my problem. This is a complete different fight, no, a whole different environment, and it will be great. Mexico
But
City is super super tough to fight, so it's gonna be interesting.
I've got to ask you, brother, because I'm from the north of England. So people who go to Mexico from my part of the world, they go to Cancun and they go to Tulum. They go to the tourist areas. I've always wanted to visit your country. If I was going to make a trip out, where would be the key places I would have to see, places I would have to, things I would have to experience?
I mean, Mexico City, 100%. Mexico City, 100%. I think you should go to Cabo. Beautiful places like that. I think you should go to Chihuahua, my state. There's beautiful places there as well. And I think just anywhere in Mexico, you will find a lot of treasures anywhere. Anywhere you go, it's like those places are the most known places. But Oaxaca is a beautiful place with beautiful beaches. Um, yeah, like Yucatan. The
Mm.
food in Mexico is great. So basically anywhere you go, you'll find nice people, nice places to visit, beautiful culture, food, and all kinds of stuff. So yeah,
If I ever find myself in Parral, Chihuahua, I will of course hit up your management. I would love to have you as a tour guide one day, brother.
anytime you want, you're more than welcome.
As we mentioned there, you've obviously had a couple of fights since the Ortega rematch. You obviously had the interim title against Emmett, and then obviously the Volkanovski fight in July. Brian hasn't fought since your last fight, so I'm wondering, of course, in training camp, you prepare for your skills, you prepare to be the best version of yourself. But in terms of game planning, how much do you change and how much do you alter from the original fight?
I just think I gained more experience by fighting these two guys,
Mm.
and especially fighting Volk. It was a great lesson for me. You know, I I cannot let anything outside of fighting affect me. That's
Mm.
probably one of the biggest thing I learned on that fight. I cannot let anything affect me. And I just think it's a completely different fight because we're fighting Mexico City. Like the elevation factor is really important, and the way you approach the fight, not only the training camp but the fight itself. And you need to be really smart about the strategy who will go. and that will probably determine the way the fight goes.
Of course, it's win at all cost in your sport. You know, you win by however means. There is the potential that Brian has a susceptibility with that shoulder. We don't know where he will be at after that injury. Is the shoulder a particular target in this fight, or do you try and stay away from those kind of areas?
I don't even like if you ask me directly, I haven't even think about like if he's fully healthy or not, of
Mm.
whatever. That's not my problem. Like my only problem is preparing myself for the best version of Brian Ortega, and that's what's in my mind. Like just be ready myself and present the best version of myself as well, so we can give people what they want in war.
Yeah, no, 100%. What does a win do for you in this situation? You're obviously ranked number two, coming off that unification loss to Volkanovski. Brian is ranked number three, I believe, in the division. Where do you think a win puts you with a win over Brian Ortega in February?
So I think we'll put me right there for the title shot again. Of course, you have to do a lot with the Topuria and Volkanovski fight. I think that can dictate where the division will go, like what are the fights to make.
Mm,
And if Volks wins, which I think he will, and I win my next fight, which I think I will as well. I think the rematch can be a potential reality because I don't think Max Holloway is right in front of me in the number one spot,
mm.
and I don't think the UFC will want to go again with that fight. I think it will be the fifth fight
Mm.
for them. I'm not sure. Is it the fifth or the fourth?
Fourth.
The fourth. It will be the fourth. So I don't know. We'll see, but I'll be ready for that call.
Out of interest, you mentioned there you think Volkanovski will win the upcoming title fight against Ilia Topuria. From a Yair Rodriguez perspective, who is it? Who is better for you to win? I.e., is it better if you chase the rematch with Volkanovski or the fresh challenge of Ilia Topuria?
Yeah, I don't care. Is
You
it
don't care.
whomever will be fine. I just think so. I think the abilities of Volkanovski are way better than Ilias. And Ilias good, but I don't think he has what he needs in order for him to win that fight. I just think he's just in a good spot right now. I think Volk. The only thing I see in that fight is that I think Volk took the fight too soon, coming out of a loss, not only a loss but a KO.
Mm.
And I don't know if he wants to demonstrate himself that he can do it or whatever, but I will have to take more time, for me to recover um, my head,
Mm.
you know. But that's something that I will do. He's completely different, and it's respectable what he wants to do. But I just think he committed a mistake, and I just think that's the only chance Ilia Topuria has to win that fight.
I did see an Instagram comment of yours. I believe it was on a post of Ilia's where I think the quote, and correct me if I'm wrong, was something along the lines of "You talk more shit than you show results." Is that something that you feel towards Ilia's current run?
Yeah. So he was talking about my shit about me and on my last fight. I don't know, something he says something about me or whatever, and I didn't want to say anything or anything like that. But I was like scrolling on my Instagram and I saw the video and I thought that it was funny, and I posted because it's true. I have to fight against the best fighters in the world, like two-time Frankie Edgar champion, BJ
Mm.
Penn, all of these beasts. Max Holloway, and in order for me to get one title shot, I have to go up, down, up, down, up, down, and because of this guy just talked so much shit, they just give him the opportunity, and I'm okay with that too. But he'll have to face me, he'll have to face Max, he'll have to face somebody like Ortega or Volkanovski, and then we will see what he's made of.
Yeah, no, 100%. Couple more questions, Jair, and once again, thank you for your time. You obviously have your Mexican heritage, and obviously you're very proud of that. I know that you reside in the country. Yeah, Brian, excuse me, is obviously of Mexican descent, Mexican ancestry. Do you look at this as a kind of Mexican versus Mexican fight, maybe a fight where national pride is on the line, or do you see this as a fight with only one Mexican fighter in it?
I mean, he's Mexican American.
Mm,
He was born in the U.S. by Mexican. He grew up by Mexican parents, and I don't have anything against that. I have a lot of friends that are that way, you know, and they represent my country with a lot of pride, but I also represent their country as well. You know, they grew up there, so I don't have any problem with that. With him being Mexican American, I think people will accept him, love him, and give him the support he deserves.
Last question from me. You can answer this as briefly or as detailed as you like, but can you give me a walkthrough of the perfect day on February 24th? What happens when you wake up in the morning to when you go to sleep at night?
February 24th.
February fight day. Give me a walkthrough of the perfect fight day?
Okay, February 23rd, getting a good sleep, good food, good sleep. The 24th, waking up, completely rest of my camp. Now it's time to have fun, and I see my family to have breakfast in the morning, like nothing happened. Just say I love them. I'll see you guys later. Just sit down and enjoy the show. I go to the Arena Ciudad de Mexico, warm up, get ready for the fight, and I finish the fight in the second round. And after that, go for an after party with my family and friends, and we get ready for the title.
I love it. Yeah. Thank you so much for the time. It's great to see you back in action. Great with chat with you today. If I do not speak with you before, then best of luck for the fight, my friend.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.